So I got a question, and it's a very common question being asked right now is, why is the coronavirus causing the markets to fall so much? They are and they aren't. The analogy I always give, it has to do with relationships because everybody understands relationships. Everybody has been involved in a breakup. A lot of people have seen divorces. You've probably been involved in divorce. You finally have a fight that gets you to say, you know what? We're done here. We're not going to have this relationship anymore. We're going to get divorced, whatever it is. That's not the fight that caused the divorce. The divorce was caused by fundamental issues that were occurring along the way. The breakup wasn't just one, usually not one incident. I mean, of course, there could be a cheating event, things like that. I get it. But even then, somebody was not satisfied in some way along the way. You still have fundamental issues that are not being met when there is a breakup. The coronavirus is the last fight in a divorce. It's the last issue, maybe. It's the issue that people are going to give as the excuse, but it's not really the issue. Stocks don't fall 15% in 7 days because of 2,700 people dying worldwide out of 7.5 billion people. Could it be a problem? Absolutely. What if, God forbid, we lost 2 million people in death? Still, percentage-wise, how many people is that versus 7.5 billion? It's such a small, minuscule percent. Not even a percent. It's a minuscule percentage of everything. So when I hear people blame coronavirus, it just shows me that people don't understand what causes stocks to fall. In the long run, valuations what matter. If valuations are very high, all it takes is one incident like coronavirus that gets people to think, wait a second, we need to focus on value, good cash flow, earnings, and profit. Isn't it weird that Tesla went from 980 down to 630 that it's at today in a matter of a few weeks? Well, why? Because it was the highest flying stock. It was the one skyrocketing. Virgin Galactic, or whatever the name of the company is, went from 15 to 17 to 34 down to 21 in a matter of less than a month. These don't happen because of fundamentally good markets. These happen when people buy high-flying, emotional momentum stocks that are not based on anything value-based. Tesla was worth 4 times, 5 times more than Ford and had sold 1/10 the number of 15% of the cars that Ford has sold. That is not fundamentally a sound market when we allow those things to happen. That's why if Corona ends up being an issue, that's why we're going to have major falls in the market. And the funny thing is, I'm not even excited yet. Show me when stocks are down 50, 60%, then I'll get excited. That's when I look at based on market valuations that have been historical. That's where I see this fall going. Will it happen now? Maybe not. But I was called when the market was at 1,800 or 2,000, I thought stocks were worth about 1,300. Now I think stocks are worth 1,400, 1,500 on the S&P, I should say. We have a long way to go, guys. We still have to fall another 50% before I go, yeah, we're at where we should be. At around 2,000, the S&P is when I'll start looking for really good values. Because at that point, a lot of stocks will have been beaten up enough where I can still probably find some value in there. There's practically no value now. So if you're going to buy the dip, more power to you. And stocks will probably go up from here a little bit because the stocks don't just go straight down, contrary to what we've seen in the last 7 days. There are bumps up and down. But the long term is where I sit there and see stocks going like this for quite a while. Am I wrong? Oh, I've been wrong so far, as everybody says. But when I look at these things, we're going to all blame coronavirus or whatever incident ends up being in the future. It was Korea for a while. It was all these things, but eventually it'll be some final fight that causes the divorce to happen. It might be coronavirus. I hope it's not, because coronavirus will go away. But whatever it's going to end up being, it'll be something big. In 2007, 2008, real estate was a big factor, but stocks were overpriced then too. Real estate was the final fight that got people to go, we're done here. Divorce. So there you go. That's my opinion.